Oh my God. If you're in America right now, you have to leave. You got to leave right now. Otherwise, it's too late.
Okay. So, if you are worried, and I would be, it was never strategic before, it's definitely not now. Y'all are going to be wrapped up into the handsmaiden tale. I mean, it is what it is. They're not even trying to hide it. They just did that with that black woman, kept her on life support, made the family pay for it, then carved a baby out of her. That was a test run. Y'all didn't do anything. Supreme Court was going to, I mean, what can we say? So you don't have to leave the country. Just go to a blue state. Blue states are fighting back. Blue states are fighting back. Blue states are more progressive. Blue states have more social services. Now, how you get there is on you. So, I mean, at some point, we're at that point now, you have to make a decision about, we have a thing in America saying vote with your feet. So move to places that align with you. You've had years to check out that, I don't know, maybe it's been good for you all this time. But now, it is clearly red versus blue. You don't have to go anywhere. We're saying if you can, I would. But it's just like these MAGA voters who voted red. Like, we told you what was going to happen if you stayed. We told you what was going to happen if you voted red. So if you stay in a red state, we're telling you what's going to happen if you stay in a red state. Now, the only thing you guys can combat it if all the blues get together and live together, I guess, and around each other. It's not going to be as bad because your neighbors and people at the local level are going to be like-minded. So if you're in a red state, go to where the blue dot says. It's safety in numbers. The lawyers and laws and legalities of the city are going to be at least better because the people will be better. If you can't go to a blue state and you just have to stay red and you're in enemy territory, act like you're in enemy territory. Act like anytime you can go out, they're going to flex their power on you, and they can because they're all backing each other up, and there's 10v1. So move accordingly. But it's like, you don't have to leave the country. Blue states are fine. Purple states for blue people is even better. Turn purple states like Virginia blue. So don't always have to leave the country. Like, you don't. Blue states are fighting back. They're withdrawing funds. They're doing class action lawsuits. So right now they're like doing the class action lawsuits against birthright citizenship. So they're not going to let this go down. And if they do, they're going to vote to include it in their constitution. Red states are not. So, I mean, there's very clear things that blue states are doing. Yeah, I think Maryland, after the Supreme Court, I think Maryland voted in abortion being a right. So, like, these blue states are doing it. So the things you want will be in the blue states. Now, your ability to get to them, when the black people try to leave the South in the mass migration, they stopped black people from leaving. Black people had to leave at night. Some people got stopped. They ripped up their papers or their tickets or their plane tickets, and they just stayed. Should you have stayed? Should you have not? I don't know. Personally, my lineage is, if you stop me once, I don't give a F. I'm getting out if that's what I want to do. I don't care if you stop me once. But that's the resilience and power within my ancestors. We don't play. I don't play. My lineage is strong with, you're not stopping me. A lot of you guys did get stopped, so you stayed even though you wanted to leave. You're in enemy territory. Act like it. I don't know what else to say. Like in Texas, you're in enemy territory, but at least you're strapped up. At least. You know what I mean? So, like, you live in enemy territory, but you're all ready to play. So, yeah, I don't know. Don't leave, don't not leave. But it's just like we told MAGA voters, we can see what's happening because we know history, and it is happening the way we said it was. You stay in a red state, it's going to happen the way we're saying it is. At the end of the day, it's on you. I know. So we're basically in the place. You remember when like immigrants would come and they had nothing but like $2 to their name and they got on a boat and came to America? We're sort of like in that time for those who haven't made the move yet. and you're being forced to make the move. So I guess you pack up everything you have, put in some suitcases, and get to going. Or you stay with the devil you know, but in enemy territory with enemy laws. But you don't gotta leave the country. But let's be strategic about this. I wouldn't go to New York City, the most expensive city in the world and already overcrowded. Like, I wouldn't go there. I would go outside of New York City in a suburb that had jobs, right? That is growing right outside of it. I wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't go to, like, the most expensive. I wouldn't go to Los Angeles. We know it's expensive. Why would you go there? Right? But maybe I'd go to a town like, you know, in Washington or something that's still liberal. Like, just look and see the politics. Look how they voted. And go to the smaller town, not the big city. You know, you can go to Chicago or you can go to a city outside of Chicago. Right? Like, Chicago is a big city, so the price tag is going to reflect that. So be strategic about it. And the last strategy would be learn how to make money without needing a job. The job market's bad all over this country. Learn how to make money on your own. Not DoorDash, not this. People I pay for as a real estate investor. Do you have a skill? Do you clean houses? Do you mow lawns? There's so many ways to make money. Just Google it. Ask ChatGPT. I have no degree, no education. What's a fast way to make money? I don't know. Or Google it. There's so many different ways to side hustle and make money enough to survive. And keep your expenses low. That's what I would do. So, you can move to a blue state. If you can't go to a blue state, move near a blue city. But you need to understand you don't have to do anything, but just like we're telling MAGA, we saw this coming. So either do something or don't, but don't say you weren't warned. And then more strategic, don't move to the most expensive blue cities. Like, it blows my mind when people move to New York, and I'm like, New York? You crazy? It's the most expensive city in the world? Like, what? And you have no money? Like, I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. And then 3, learn how to make money on your own. There's so many ways to make money that doesn't involve a job. So many. But if you're strategic, look for different cities. Look for different cities that have the fastest growing job market. I mean, be strategic about this. All this is on the internet. And move to the place where there's tons of jobs. You know what I mean?